Yo, what's good YouTube? It's boardzy, and as the title states, this is going to be a video talking about the greatest monitor of all time. A few weeks ago, posted a video about the LG OLED 240Hz. I've been getting some comments since then, like, oh, you're using a different monitor. What happened? What happened is I upgraded to a good monitor. The LG monitor, it's just not really a gaming monitor. It's not a monitor that's going to feel exceptional, and especially after using 360Hz for literally over 2 years, going back to 240 with shitty motion clarity, it just wasn't the move. So I honestly, for the price of $1,000, could not recommend the LG OLED 240Hz, much less when the PG27AQN is on the market for essentially the same price, presuming that what you want is a good gaming experience. I can't deny that the LG panel, like, it did look nicer. It was dim as fuck though, which I didn't even get into. I don't really care about the screen not being glossy because I never have experienced like a glossy OLED TV. So the matte screen wasn't an issue, but the brightness, it was pretty dim. And it's just like the AQN outclasses it in every way. It's a better gaming experience. It has just a smoother feeling, a more clear feeling. I don't care about what like the UFO tests say that the LG panel is slightly better. I'm telling you, when you look at them directly, it took me one Kovacs run, literally less than a minute of gameplay, to see how smooth and just clean this monitor felt for tracking, and decided to start the return on the LG monitor. So yeah, if you want the blacks to look black, if you watch a ton of content on your monitor, then the LG is a more attractive panel, but it's still just like, I don't know, Asus, it feels like they were really in their bag. They made the perfect gaming monitor in my experience. I've tested a lot of them now. I haven't tested 360Hz with Zayak, but I actually talked to Optimum Tech about it, and he said that the colors are so much worse and it's just only a few percent better in terms of clarity, that for most people the AQN is probably going to be the best experience. So like, using this monitor for a few weeks now, I wanted to see if it was just like a honeymoon phase, but every mouse I test, I feel like it is just performing at its best on this monitor. It's just been crazy. I just wanted to make a quick video talking about my monitor experience, because I'm not going to lie, I was definitely in a monitor crisis. I had seen all of these panels releasing, just did not know which was the best. Tested out the LG OLED 1440p 240Hz first, and that just, I don't know, I don't recommend it. I do see some other people enjoy it, but I would really, I mean, I feel like if you test both of these head to head, it's hard to say that this is going to provide a lesser gaming experience. And that's speaking mainly for Fortnite, a mouse where you're just, or a game where you're just moving your mouse around constantly. So having the 360Hz is very nice, and it's not a game where you really, like, you don't want extremely blacks in games. Like, you just want it to be a bit gray, a bit brighter. Most people are going to be using the black boost setting on the LG monitor anyway, so it's just like, I didn't really see the benefit of OLED for gaming. People are saying it's just like early adopter issues, and eventually OLED panels will be definitively the best, but I don't know, if you can get the AQN for $1,000 or under, and you're just looking for that top echelon of monitors, definitely go for it, in my opinion. The G-Sync module feels amazing. I've never felt G-Sync that just feels like so clean. That's a word I've been using a lot this video, but it's a monitor that I can't think of many flaws with, which is totally new for me. 27 inches, I see a lot of people who have not tried a monitor this size that are just really worried about that. But honestly, going from 24.5 to 27, it was not a big deal at all. And this monitor even has a 25-inch mode on it, which just like blacks out some of the screen, and it just allows you to play on that with the fidelity of 1440p, I believe, which honestly, I tested it out and I'm like, this just feels like bullshit, and then went back to 27-inch, but it is an option as well. And just another thing to note, because I test so many mice with different sensors, this is definitely a monitor where the mouse input feels the best it ever has. I can definitely discern the difference between 4K and 1K polling rate better on this than I could on previous panels, and it's just like, I don't know, I saw the 500 hertz from Alienware recently released, but I don't know if going to 1080p to run 500 hertz, like, how many games am I even going to get that in, versus 360, was generally, for the most of a Fortnite match, easily in creative, I can hold. So, I mean, this monitor, it is definitely the truth, presuming that you can run it, because I'm not going to lie, 1440p 360 hertz, if you have just anything that isn't close to top of the line PC specs, it's not going to be, you're probably not going to be maxing out 360. But even on games like Valorant, which I think is pretty easy to run, CS, Overwatch, like all of those, I was getting 360 plus consistently. Obviously, aim trainers, fucking tons of FPS. So for me, my experience, I definitely felt like I was getting my money's worth, but I'm not going to just recommend this to somebody who's on like a 144 hertz. There are obviously levels to monitors, and I don't think I'm a monitor expert. Like, honestly, my opinion on monitors is just like what feels the fucking best to me. I do not look at any of the bullshit science behind it. And I can just say without a doubt that this is going to be the best of all worlds. I am in no way affiliated with Asus. Most of their products I am honestly not a fan of, but similar to SteelSeries with the Apex Pro, I feel like this is just their product. Like, this is the monitor to beat right now. I had the 1080p version of this, 1080p 360 hertz. That was just terrible in terms of motion clarity, but this is just an exceptional monitor. So definitely gets my recommendation, definitely gets the seal of approval. I will be putting it on a stand at some point. I used the HDR mode with my PS5, and yeah, it looked amazing. The LG OLED panel looked better with HDR, but it's just like, how much does the monitor having a clean looking picture matter versus the actual overall gaming experience where it is just totally outclassed? So yeah, that's going to be all for my video, rambling on about monitors. Hopefully this helps a few people out. If you are on the fence about the AQN and you think it fits your like setup, go for it, like, no doubt. But that's going to be all. Make sure to leave a like and sub if you enjoyed. Peace out.